I'm proud to be back down here at Daytona Flat Track. Now joining me in the booth, I'm going to bring him up right now. This man does not need an introduction. I'm going to do it for you folks anyway. Some of you might not know this guy. He's been retired for a couple years. He's a 7-time Grand National champion, winner of 78 Grand Nationals, 3 down here at Daytona Flat Tracks. Please welcome the man himself, the champ, Chris Carr. I don't think that one's going out. Maybe you need to turn Chris Carr's microphone up. But Chris, welcome back to Daytona. What are your thoughts coming into tonight's races?
Well, I tell you, I think we're in for some excitement. Last night, we had a guy that worked really hard. He's been working hard for a lot of years to get himself another victory with Stevie Bonzi. We've got a little bit different racetrack, a little bit different preparation. Maybe we'll have some different results, or maybe those same guys will rise to the occasion again. I'm looking forward to finding out.
Let's talk about the track a little bit. I know you're going to do a track walk shortly, but the corners I want to talk about now because you're going down to the front straightaway. The corners are a lot different than last night. Ronnie Jones, Steve Moorhead put their heads together. We've stretched the inside of turns 1 and 2 out about 10 feet all the way around, and then down in 3 and 4. We actually have an apex because there's the very center of the corner has been pushed out 14 feet.
Yeah, it's very interesting. They've made the apexes of the corners tighter than they have here in the past. And I think it could be interesting. It might open up a half a lane entering the corners and open up a half a lane, hopefully a full lane on the exit of the corners. So hopefully, I think the plan is for them to promote some side-by-side racing if possible. And with the additional moisture that they put down on the racetrack compared to last night, maybe we won't see that little blue line form so fast.
We definitely appreciate you joining the team. We love hearing your commentary, your thoughts, what the riders might be thinking, the changes they can do to the motorcycle. So we hope you have a great night here tonight at Daytona.
Thanks. Part of that's up to you, Scotty. Look forward to working with you in the booth. And thanks everybody coming out and supporting AMA Pro Flat Track. Welcome to Daytona. Let's have a great night. Thank you.
That is the words of the 7-time Grand National champion, Chris Carr. He will be in the fanschoice.tv booth. Also joining us here today, our third member of our team. She comes from snowcross and all kinds of snowmobile racing. She does a lot of off-road with the Torque Off-Road Series. Please welcome Dani Medin. Dani, welcome up here to the stage. You kind of got your feet wet last night. Are you ready for tonight's action?
I really am, and I think with the track changes, we're going to be in for a great show.
What did you learn last night? You did some homework. You saw how physical these guys are, how tight the racing is. It's going to be even better tonight. You were alongside to help call qualifying time practice. What do you think's going to happen tonight?
You know, these guys aren't afraid to throw elbows. They're not afraid to run close. This is the tightest racing I've ever seen.
It is. We're going to be inches apart, and like I told Chris earlier, just wait until we get to the Springfield Mile, May 24th, and we're going to be inches apart at 140 miles an hour. But tonight is the shortest racetrack on the schedule, and it's going to be the most physical, and it's going to be some bar banging action tonight.
So the fans need to know it only gets faster from here.
That's right. Well, have a great night. I'm going to hand this over to you in just a little bit. I'm going to finish up with opening ceremonies. You got the podium. That is Dani Medin, who will be doing up here the pit reporting all night long. She'll also be interviewing all of our winners. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, I think my partner Chris Carr's made his way down to the front straightaway. He's not quite ready, so let's go ahead and bring up our first sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. He comes to us from TDFJ. He's roaming around here somewhere, and that is Cody Duma, Tommy Duma, Fine Jewelers. We brought you up here early. You got that brand new Rolex you're hanging on to. We had a great night last night. What did you learn, and what did you think of the competition last night?
Man, I know that Stevie Bonzi is fast, and I think he's got a really good chance of winning this watch.
Well, yeah, and Jared Meese won the watch last year. You win the Rolex watch by being the Grand National champion. That's a really cool deal. The riders were all asking me if that's actual size. Not really, but they wish it was. But a brand new $14,000 Rolex to the GNC 1 champion is really cool.
Yeah, we're super excited, and we're completely honored to be here. And we just want to support the track, support the races, support the community. It's not actual size, actually. If it was, we wouldn't be giving it away.
Absolutely, and let's talk about, you have a brand new award for the GNC2 class. We kind of felt that they were getting left out. You've designed, or your dad or the jewelers back there at TDFJ have designed a brand new diamond ring for the GNC2 champion. Is that correct?
It is correct. I can't speak too much about it because it's still pretty classified, but we're really excited, and we're really excited for the winner of that series.
All right, well, we appreciate you coming up here. Your dad said he's watching in Louisiana. He said tell him hi. So Tommy Duma's watching, former national number 26 and 62. We appreciate you coming out here. And, Tommy Duma Fine Jewelers, if you need anything, check them out, tdfj.com.
That's right, tdfj.com. Anything you like shiny, we got it. All right.
All right, that is Cody Duma from tdfj.com. And now I believe Chris Carr has made his way down to the front straightaway. We're going to go all the way down to the finish line. Chris?
Well, the key to last night's wins was all started here at the starting line. We saw a lot of racing, no hole shots from the inside, but this area right here, spots 2, 3, 4, they seem to produce all the riders getting to turn 1 first throughout the night. Also, those were the same guys that were going on to win the race. It could be very interesting. The strategy tonight is going to be who gets to that corner first and sets a good pace. Hopefully the changes with the racetrack that they've made throughout the evening will have an opportunity to see a little bit more passing than we did last night, and we commend AMA Pro Racing and Daytona International Speedway for giving us a little bit different racetrack than what we had before. Back to you, Scotty.
All right, that is some good insight from the 7-time champ, 3-time winner of the Daytona Flat Track, and we're going to keep on moving through our program here. First, I would like to bring up our trophy girls. They weren't quite out here. They're still putting on their fancy Vance & Hines clothes. They're coming up here right now. Please welcome our trophy girls tonight. That is Haley and Trish from Vance & Hines. And now we're going to go into the race portion. She's brought up a check already, so we're going to go ahead and take care of our Motobat hard charger. Last night, Jake Shoemaker came from the furthest deep in the field. He has national number 55. He started further in the back and made his way up towards the front. Jake Shoemaker, congratulations on that $250 check from Motobat. Every little bit helps. You can put that in your back pocket.
Yes, thank Motobat for this award, and all my supporters and my sponsors, my girlfriend Megan, and everyone that's here to help me. Greg Vitry from Greg A. Vitry Electric for hooking me up with a brand new 2015 450. Montgomeryville Cycle Center, Bob Jones is here, all the support he's given me throughout the years, and just everyone that's helped me get to where I am.
What's it going to take to pull out a victory here tonight on this different track than we had last night?
Get a lot better start.
Get a lot better start than last night. So you started near the tail of the field, worked your way up towards the front, so best of luck to you here tonight.
Thanks, Scotty.
That is Jake Shoemaker, national number 55, our Motobat hard charger. Our Motobat hard charger from last night. We're going to keep on going with our riders up next, ladies and gentlemen. This is our GNC2 fast qualifier. He finished second in the point standings last year. He is number 67M. Please welcome Dashan Davis Fisher. Davis, this is where the podium is, so when you know after you win your heat race, you know how to get here, okay?
All right, thanks. Hopefully I'll be up here pretty soon.
Well, Chris Carr and I were in the booth yesterday, and it seemed like you were struggling all day. I actually talked to your mechanic just a few moments ago. That motorcycle was actually letting go, kind of breaking down on you. You switched to your backup motorcycle, and here you are, fast qualifier.
Yeah, yesterday we struggled with bike issues, and today we switched to a whole new motorcycle, and we've fast qualified.
What is it going to take to pull out a victory here tonight in Daytona?
Get good starts and put my head down and win.
What would it mean to you to win down here at this most prestigious, this place where there's so much history in our sport?
Yeah, it's pretty cool to be in Daytona, and it would be pretty awesome to win here, and it's a difficult track.
Well, tell us about your sponsors, and we'll let you go since you're in our first heat race.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Parkinson Brothers Racing, Bob Lanfears, Beaverton Honda, Allied Motors, Danwall Racing, Saddleman Seats, RI Helmets, Team 95, and that's it.
Is your dad going to help you out down there in the pits? He's former national number 12, Rex Fisher. Does he help you out, or does he leave you on your own in race night?
He's a big help in the pits. He'll be with me all season long. It sure is a pleasure.
All right, there is your GNC2 fast qualifier, 67M on the number plate. That is Dashan Davis Fisher. Up next, we're going to bring up our GNC1 fast qualifier. He is also the 2013 AMA Pro Grand National Champion. He's got number 6 now. Please welcome the Bullet, Brad Baker. Brad, welcome up to the podium. We had you up here last night because we were introducing everybody with your new number 6. Didn't quite work out very well last night, but you made some changes and your fast qualifier tonight. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Scotty. It feels really good, Last night, ended up 12th. It was almost just like a win to me. Just 2 weeks ago, I wasn't even planning on racing here at Daytona Flat Track, and 6 weeks ago, I was laying on the operating table for the 3rd time to get my elbow worked on. So just to be able to come here and race against these guys and be able to be competitive, today racetrack's really technical, and it's always really technical here. So I felt pretty good. good enough to be fast qualifier. But I can't thank the whole crew. Mike Hacker's working really hard back in the pits. Mike Bogner with Bogner Racing suspension. Things working really good. The Brothers Power Sports has provided me with 2 excellent motorcycles this year. Can't thank AMA, Harley Davidson, all the people that have stepped up to make this series what it is this year, and looking like it's going to be great.
What's your goal coming into tonight? Now that you're fast qualifier, is it go? You're going to go for the win? I know just a couple of weeks ago you weren't even coming down here. So what is your focus now tonight?
Well, got us pretty stacked heat, but I mean, I guess every heat's pretty much stacked. Right now, I've been riding kind of timid, and not exactly my usual self. Usually I'm really aggressive, and I won't take anything from anybody. Right now, it's not exactly the case. I don't want to take any chances to fall on this left side again. It would not be good if I re-injured what I have already injured a couple times now. So I just want to make the main event. Obviously, I set fast time. I'm sitting on the pole. As Chris mentioned, the inside didn't exactly act as the best starting position last night. So plan is just get the best start I can and just see how things fall out and try to stay out of trouble and stay off the ground.
Well, congratulations on being fast qualifier. Congratulations on coming out here. I didn't even know you were going to be here. Last word I heard, you weren't even coming. So best of luck to you tonight, and maybe we'll see you on top of the box a little later on.
Thank you very much, Scotty. Have a great time, guys. Thank you for coming.
That is the Bullet, Brad Baker. He's got the brand new national number 6 on the number plate, so keep your eyes on him. He is the fast qualifier. Up next, I would like to bring up our Rookie of the Year leader. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Last year, he was not even old enough to race at the professional level. He turned 16 after we left Daytona. He is still 16. He won his heat race, and now, ladies and gentlemen, he is leading the Rookie of the Year. Next year, he will have a national number, but right now, it's the 17F of Jared Vanderkooy. Dude, how'd you figure out the track so fast last night?
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
You have no idea? I mean, you seem like you were pretty excited after you won your heat race. You made it to the Dash for Cash. I know those had been goals for you for the season, but to do it in the very first race, that's incredible.
Yeah, for sure. We just came in and hoping for the good setup, and we hit it right off the bat and got a good start in this heat race and just kept it up there the whole time and had a good time yesterday, and we're looking forward ourselves today. We fell back in the main event yesterday, so we're hoping to go forward and put in some good results.
Well, it seemed like Chris Carr and I talked, and you might have had some jitters going in the main event. You kind of got hung out on the outside and just drifted to the back a little bit. I know it's not the finish you wanted with the 14th place. What's your goals coming into tonight now?
Yeah, I just want to get through the heat race and get a top 4, go into the main event, and we'll just go up there and take it race by race and lap by lap and see where we end up.
You had a really busy offseason. You signed now with Don's Kawasaki. Can you talk about how that came about?
Yeah, Don, they came up to us, and Woody Kyle actually hooked us up. And Don, them are great people. Him at Don's Kawasaki and Helen, PA, and DPC Race and Step Aboard and helped out a lot. So we just appreciate all their help, and we're looking forward to tonight.
So next year you're going to have a national number. Have you got a number in mind, or do you want to share that with anybody?
We're not too sure right now. We're thinking of my dad's old national number, but we'd like to keep it in Ohio, like George Roeder or Jesse Roeder. So we'll see what happens.
That sounds really cool. Best of luck tonight. Maybe we'll see you on top of the box in your rookie GNC1 debut. Last night you made the main, won your heat. Best of luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for everybody coming out and supporting this event.
The new name, I was told overnight last night, it's the Red Rocket 17F. Make some noise for Jared Vanderkooy. Up next, I would like to bring up the rider that won his 3rd ever Grand National last night. He's the hottest man. He's the one that everybody will be chasing tonight. He's got number 80 on the number plate. Please welcome our winner from last night, Stevie Bonzi. Stevie, welcome back up here to the victory podium. You know where it is. You were up here a couple times last night.
Yeah, I'm loving it up here. Hopefully I can get back up here again a couple times and put on a good show.
Chris Carr and I talked to you earlier during the pre-show, and it seems like that Suzuki was just dialed in. It's a borrowed motorcycle. Tell us a little bit more how that deal came about.
Yeah, it's pretty dialed, you know. The Suzukis, they pretty much ride themselves, and I'm very fortunate to be on board that thing. And Frankie Garcia for hooking me up with it, and Travis for tuning it, and Pat for helping me, and it's just been good so far.
What's your goal for tonight? Go to back-to-back wins. It hasn't happened since Sammy Halbert quite a few years back, in maybe 2007 or 2008.
Well, I don't know what kind of question that is. Obviously, I want to win, so I'm going to give it my best shot, and this place is really tough to be consistent, I guess I would say. You know, one night you could win, and one night you could really struggle. It's just the way this track is. Kind of plays in luck and obviously skill, but I'm definitely going to focus on that starting light over there, and I know that's really important here, and hopefully this track will be a little bit more racy, and I'm kind of glad it wasn't last night. You know, I was able to hold off Jared and do the whole 25 in front.
The configuration of the track has changed quite a bit. The turns number 1 and 2, it's a lot further out. It's about 10 foot further out. That we'll have new racing service for you in just a little bit. Also down there in 3 and 4, the apex of the corner is pushed about 14 feet out. Is that going to affect your performance or affect your setup on that Suzuki?
You know, I don't know yet. I'm still trying to decide that. I guess we'll find when it comes to racing, you know, and qualifying, anything can really happen. You're racing against the clock, and it's really easy to make a mistake. The track's changing so much, so every session is different. You know, you go out there one time, and then the next group goes faster because the track was a little bit faster. But I think the Suzuki's going to work no matter what, and I just got to ride it and do the best I can.
All right, well, best of luck to you tonight. Before we let you go, you want to thank your sponsors?
Yeah, definitely. Without these guys, I wouldn't be here. With Dodge Bro, Suzuki, Alpine Star, Motion Pro, Arai Helmets, Brandon Lee hooked me up this year, and Orville Burke, and just everybody. Travis and the people in my pits helping me tune this weekend, since Big Travis is at a wedding with his son. His son's getting married this weekend, and wasn't able to make it, but he'll be with me for the rest of the season. I'm pretty happy about that.
All right, well, congratulations again on your 3rd Grand National victory last night, and best of luck to you tonight.
Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for coming out.
That is national number 80, ladies and gentlemen, Stevie Bonzi, who finished up with the win last night. So that is it. That's all I got for opening ceremonies. Before I go, I'm going to tell you about the formats. We're running just a little bit early. Up tonight, we're going to have 2 GNC2 heat races with 16 riders each. They are both scheduled for 8 laps. We will take the top 7 finishers directly to the main event. If you do not finish in the top 8 or in the top 7, you will go to a last chance qualifier. After that, we will have 3 GNC1 heat races, 16 riders in each of those. They're scheduled for 10 laps. The top 2 will go directly to the main event. I'm sorry, the top 2 will go to the Dash for Cash. The top 4 will transfer directly to that main event. If you don't finish in the top 4, you come back in a semi. After that, we'll have our first scheduled intermission. After our first intermission will be our GNC2 last chance qualifier, 8 laps, top 4 finishers to the main event, followed by our GNC1 Expert Dash for Cash, 6 riders, 4 laps, $1,000 to win, 1 point to win the Dash for Cash. The finishing order of that Dash for Cash will be how they will line up on their pick to the front row in our GNC1 main event. After that, 2 GNC1 semis, 10 laps, top 3 to the main event. Our second scheduled intermission, and then after that, it is go time. GNC2 main event will come up first, 18 riders, 16 laps, and then our GNC1 main event, which will be 18 riders and 25 laps. Let's see if I can grab Donnie LaRue. Donnie, can you come up here for just a second? We have just a few more moments left before we get started. They're doing a little bit more track prep. Donnie, we had a huge presentation last night, AMA National Number. We appreciate you being part of that last night. It was really cool to present these new National Number riders a little piece of history.
Yeah, it was great, and you know what? We've got a new guy that's going to get a national number next year already, so it's really cool. It's an honor for a lot of guys that, you know, they race all their life, and they finally get a national number. It's great.
Yeah, the first one you're talking about is Jared Van de Kooy. Next year, this year he's 17F in his rookie expert or rookie GNC1 race, and he made the main event. So next year he'll have a national number, so we know he'll be here next year. For the history of the sport, you can go to AMAnationalnumber.com. Look up anything from a rider number, who's held that number. You look up by year or look it up by last name.
Yeah, you can look up the year, the name, or the number. It'll give you the complete history from 1958 to present. And we just got the information from 1947 to 1957. So when I get back home, we're going to add that in there. And we're building the database bigger and bigger.
And also some of the riders have completed bios on there. If you want to go in there, click on the helmet, you can read about those particular riders.
Yeah, we're trying to get more and more riders to submit their bios. And we did the 100-day countdown on Facebook. We started 100 days out, and we counted it. We got a lot of the pictures that was added on Facebook. So if you go out to our website now and you click on number 1, you'll see all the riders from 1947 to present. We've got a picture of every rider that's carried the national number 1.
That is so cool. We do appreciate you, taking care of the history of our sport. There's a lot of fans that have been coming to Flat Track for as long as they can remember, and we know that they like the history of the sport just as much as you and I.
Yeah, and we also got some cool merchandise. We got some shirts that's going to get shot out of the cannon tonight, but you go to the website, you can buy T-shirts, mouse pads, koozie cups, and mechanic shirts. And that they're not just for the riders, they're for the spectators. Buy a shirt, show who you support it, whether it's a current rider or a past rider.
Well, I like the idea of shooting T-shirts up into the crowd. Donnie LaRue, thanks for coming out. AMANationalNumber.com. How about we give away some free T-shirts right now?
Oh, that's good. Where's the girls out? We'll get them going.
All right, we'll bring up Dani Medin. Once again, she'll take over. I'm headed up to the booth. Annie, it is all you. Let's have some free T-shirts right now.
All right, thank you, Scotty. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet because the Trophy Girls have some free stuff coming your way. But if you don't make noise, you don't move your hands, they're not going to shoot the cannon at you. Let's go, make some noise. I can barely hear you. There we go. Girls, you might need to step back a little bit. So as long as you guys keep screaming, they're going to keep walking. We have lots of T-shirts, courtesy of Sunoco. Cheer them on, give them some love. There we go. Come on, make some noise. And just because you're way up there doesn't mean you don't get some free swag. They're working on it. We have plenty of shirts, guys. Come on, get your hands moving. I want to hear some noise. The wind is not favoring us out here. There we go. As they walk down, make some noise, make some noise. I want to hear how excited you guys are to be at Daytona Flat Track tonight. We got a couple more shirts. Get your arms waving. How bad do you want it? I think the loudest section's right here. And there's a lot more people over there that I'm not hearing, and you're all sitting down. I know some of you guys way up there, those shirts will get to you if you make some noise. I don't know if that's the last shirt, but make some more noise. Come on, let me see you on your feet. The Vance and Hines girls, you guys. Give them a round of applause. They're making moves, come on. I'm pretty sure they have a couple more T-shirts for you guys. If they can make it to you. All right, we got a couple more coming at you guys. Come on, make some noise. I can barely hear you down here. There you go. I think that's it from the Vance and Hines girls. Give them a round of applause. It's not always the easiest job out there. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we get tonight's festivities underway, please rise if you are not already standing. Remove your hats. Direct your attention to the start-finish line. as the Mainland High School Air Force Junior ROTC presents tonight's colors. Please remain standing as Raymond Rizzo from Motor Racing Outreach delivers tonight's invocation.
Let's pray together. Our Heavenly Father, we're so thankful for your grace, your mercy, your love, seen and unseen. What a joy it is to stand before you and ask your blessings upon this crowd, these racers, all their crews, families, and friends. I also ask that you bless the staff, everyone that's put this event on, and I ask that you continue to keep our military at home and abroad safe from all harm. And we ask it all in Jesus' name, amen.
And now here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Teresa Thomas of Palm Coast, Florida. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ladies and gentlemen, Teresa Thomas.